Alright guys, sorry I'm late. I was eating dinner. But you guys don't get the intro this time because of that. So, oh yes, the monkeys are still noises. Everybody else leveled up. Let's take a look at that. M34. Attributes. Let's see. Intelligence, probably. Recommends dexterity. And shooting is good, yeah. Skills. Boom. Boom. Oh, I don't have it's okay. Beats. Battle droid logic upgrade. Here. Ah. Well, the experience with the rigors of combat. The droid is able to self-upgrade. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? What's that? Okay, here we go. Fully experienced with the rigors of combat, the droid is able to self-upgrade its tactical reasoning and maximize its defensive potential. This feat grants +6 to defense and is always active. Okay, cool. Air command. Blaster pistol. Not level 13 yet. Toughness. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll do that. Jolie. Attributes. Wisdom. More force stuff, I guess. Compute. Oh, what does he need computer use for? Don't need that. Master force focus, master sense. Master Jedi defense. Yeah, I'll add that one. Powers. See, heal takes more health, more force to use. I guess. Here. Blue destroy droid. Okay, so our goal is to go meet John. I think we found the Wookiee. I don't think I can go this way. Oh, okay, I can. I've been that way already. That's where we fought all the Mandalorians. It looks like we haven't gone this way over here. But... Adam. Oh, looks like I found the Mandalorian's little hiding spot. Mandalorian swoop. Swoop bike still warm to the touch. There's a signal device along it, however, it contains no field data transfer. Swoop bike shows signs of recent use, as it is missing its signal device. One of the Mandalorians must have taken it to collect data. Nothing, I guess. Sorry, Jolie, you gotta get out of the way, please. Thank you. I already found the first one, isn't it? You return. Have you found them? Did you kill them all? They were animals in armor. No honor among them. I'll get back at it. Okay. So, I only killed the leader. I didn't kill all of them. We shall fix that. Hello, we're here. Guess I'll change Jolie's out too. We're right here. See the dead bodies of the... There we go. There they are. Okay, first... And then Jolie. Basis. Force lightning.
I'm here. What?
Not this again! Not this again!
That one's down. Like TM34 is down.
Get it!
Alright. Hold on, my chair is being really annoying. There we go, that's better. Alright, is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Nope, I guess that wasn't all of them. Okay.
What?
Oh. Guess we didn't pick up the remains. Swoop bike signal device. And a data pad. Where is it? That wasn't it. Where is it? Maybe our quest items. Probably be. Oh. Oh, I didn't get it. That's why. This fight attaches to a swoop bike, transmitting any field data that has been collected on it to the commander. Mandalorian data pad. Some disabled the stabilizers on my swoop. Best parts. Okay. Assault rifle. Okay, we've already read these. Oh, we didn't go this way. There are ancient symbols here, worn as though traced by generations of Wookiee claws. Layers of moss and dirt to suggest that no one has been here in many years. The beast comes when summoned, if you are generous. It comes to battle, if you are worthy and wise. It grants you glory, if you are fearsome and brave. Feed the beast and it will heed your call. Take vipers from their lair and hang them from above. Let blood scent the ground of our ancestors. Obviously, this is once a place of great ritual importance. There's a Kashyyyk, a Wookiee body here. Okay, before we do this, let's go ahead and finish off all these Mandalorians. This way. Alright, we gotta put our lightsabers back on. Purple. Down. Oh, there's Frere. More of you Zerka core rats. Is even the heart of Kashyyyk not free from your kind?
He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Freya. We are friends. Don't you remember me?
After years in the Shadowlands, I remember only that outsiders are not to be trusted. I'll see you dead.
Well, this may prove difficult.
Just happened. I threw a fire grenade. I am beaten. Take my head, Zerka filth. You won't get another chance. So swears Frere of Kashyyyk. I'm not here to kill you. Just listen. The words of outsiders are tainted with lies. You can't convince me otherwise. Do you know Zelbar and Chundar? What? Those are my sons. Why do you speak their names? Tell me. My name is Sarah Lashar. I came to Kashyyyk with Zelbar. To my shame, Zelbar is exiled and enslaved. Do you dare claim to be my son's owner outsider? No, he doesn't. He follows because of a life debt. Does he? Then he sees something of worth in you. I will listen, cautiously. Gullibility has harmed me in the past. If I had seen the lives of Chundar, I would have been exposed as a slaver. Zelbar would not have been exiled. I did not believe Zalbar's claims. I believed the elder boy, as tradition dictated. The shame of Zalbar's attack blinded me. Go over exactly what happened with Zalbar. Zalbar saw it first. He learned that Chundar was dealing with the Zerka, leading them to our hunting parties. Chundar would blame disappearances on the dangers of the Shadowland. Zalbar is crazed when he found out. He attacked Chundar with his claws. I thought he had gone mad, shred his honor. I was bound by the old ways. So Zalbar is exiled. When did you learn the truth? A year later. By then, Chundar had spread lies of my own madness. I had no allies when I had confronted him. He and his Zerka guards attacked me. I had to retreat to the deepest Shadowlands, but even they were followed. Even there, they were followed.
That's when I first saw him. I helped his pursuers lose him for a minute. Do you remember me now, Freya?
Yes, I think I do. I am sorry about attacking. It's been so long since I have offered my trust, or accepted that as someone else. I have other questions. I will answer, and then ask something of you. Why would Chundar want you dead now? Well, if Zalbar is back, perhaps Chundar is worried the people will realize things are not as they seem. Chundar has established himself as a leader that succeeded despite the tragedies that have plagued his family. It was shown that if it was shown that he conspired with the slavers, if it was shown that he conspired with the slavers, his honor would be gone. These fucking monkeys. Well, what happens now? It will depend on you, Lachar. You'll either kill me, or decide that I may yet benefit my people. There's a way I might challenge Chundar. It will take a lot to convince people they have been lied to. How? Everyone is on his side. He has a strong web of lies, but if I appeal to the traditions of my people, I might be able to gather support. There is a legend of a great warrior from the old times. Baka was his name, and he is greatly revered. Baka found a crashed starship, our first hint of life elsewhere. He was a cautious old Wook, and feared the taint of invaders. He constructed a vibroblade from the wreckage, It has long symbolized our independence. Only desired leaders have held it. Where might I find it? That is the problem. It was a symbol of our great chieftains for centuries, but it was damaged a generation ago in ritual battle. Here in the Shadowlands, Rothrar fought in the great beast. He sought a challenge, but his arrogance got him more than he could handle. He survived, but the blade of the sword stayed in the creature's hide. Our tales say it was taken because we had become undeserving. The hilt is still in the court of our chieftain, with Chundar. If the blade could be found, Charlotte Char, tradition could cast doubt on his rule. Describe the creature. Where can I find it? Many have tried to hunt this beast, but only a few who have seen it have lived to tell the tale, and none have ever managed to kill the creature. Many years ago, when I was far younger than I am now, a Jedi came to hunt the creature, a proud and boastful young man. Like many before him, he did not return. The beast is cunning. It will not appear if there are overwhelming numbers to slay it, but if you gather in small numbers, we know how to lure it out. Fresh blood will draw it out. Before Chundar's rule put an end to the ritual, fresh kills were often left as offerings in the south of this area. I'll try to find it. Can you give me any direction? There's a place of ritual south of here. The great beast is lured out of hiding. It must be done there, using the old ways. You have already collected the body of a viper Kenrath. Such bait would be tempting for the creature. Find a way to display it. I will stay here and try to think of what to say to Zalabar. I have wronged him. I hope he can forgive me. I will be here, please, Charlotte Char. Find the blade of Baka's sword. I must make things right. Okay. Yep. Shut up. It was over here. I was over here. Where's the ritual stone? Got here. Shadowlands. Okay, I see where to go. Alright, we'll do it now. Been doing pretty well. As long as my character doesn't die, we should be okay. I'm stuck. The Kishi vine ascends high into the canopy above. There is no indication why its growth has stopped at this point. The ground beneath is stained by years of blood, suggesting that freshly killed animals have been suspended from the vine many times in the past. Yep, let's tie it to it. The creature is easily wrapped in the vine, which doesn't distort under all the weight. The only movement is rustling from the far-off distance. It's that mini Rancor! Examining the corpse of this great beast, you find a blade of some sort lodged in its side. Skin has grown around it. While certainly painful, it appears the blade caused only surface damage to the creature. Who knows how long it lived with this injury. Remove the blade from the corpse. It must be the one that Freyr spoke of. The last portion of Baka's sword, powerful symbol of his people. And it died pretty quickly, honestly. Goon Han's Journal and Circlet of Suresh. Restricted to the light side. The wealthy Suresh family of Terrace were once known for their as much. Or sorry, the wealthy family of Terrace were once known as much for their arrogance and cruelty as for their vast riches and political power. Over the last century, many of the family have shown a strong affinity to the Force and been taken in the Jedi for training. Foremost among these was Goon Han Suresh, heir to the family fortune. To celebrate Goon Han's acceptance into the Order, Father commissioned the crafting of a powerful headband, the Circlet of Suresh. To prevent this spectacular gift from leading his son down the path of arrogance and pride, an all too real possibility given the Suresh family history, the circlet was fashioned so that only one who is a true servant of light can use it. The circlet was in Goon Han's possession when he disappeared shortly after the time of the Great Hunt. Goon Han's journal. The datapad was recovered from the remains of a Terran Tetek on Kashyyyk and must have been devoured by the beast. It appears to be the personal journal of Goon Han Suresh. The last entry explains what he was doing on Kashyyyk. Duran and Shayla have given in to their passion for each other and are doomed to fall to the dark side. I tried to warn them against expressing their love, but they called me arrogant and accused me of being the one on the dark path. I left the fools on Korriban, but I am not about to abandon the mandate given to me by the Jedi Council. I will destroy the Terran Tatek whenever I find them. I have heard rumors of such a beast may exist in the Shadowlands on Kashyyyk. I shall go there and slay the beast, proving that I do not need either Duran or Shayla with me to defeat these creatures. Well, and then he died. I can't move. Alright, let's save. Let's load. There we go, now I can move. I want to go. Yeah. I greet you again, Charlotte. I am humble, hoping you have found the blade of Baka's sword. Imagine, Chieftain Frere, humble. Please tell me you have made progress. Having the blade will gain me valuable support. So here's an issue. If I have the sword and I give it to him, did he earn it? No. I earned it. He didn't earn it. I have found the blade of Baka's sword. You have? Please let me see it. I must be sure. Here, take it. I'm sure it is the one. It is. It is. It may not look like much, but very important relic of my people. Tradition dictates that it be respected. I didn't think it was worthy to search for it. I didn't think I was worthy to search for it, but I realized that that was selfish despair. I should have challenged Chundar long ago. I will make amends now. I have new hope. You have led me to this. Perhaps this is what the great beast wanted. We should proceed carefully. I will climb to the surface as quickly as possible and try to gather support. You will have to follow on the paths as soon as you can, Charlotte. When you arrive, we will confront Chundar in the throne room. My people will no longer be slaves. I really wish these things would shut up. Alright, now let's go ahead and take off this lightsaber.
What?
So we can find these Mandalorians. Maybe there's more back here. Well, there's still more around. Chieftain in need. A Wookiee lost. Honest debt. Mandalorian Raiders, here we are. That's not it. Yeah. Mandalorians and Shadowlands training recruits attacking unknown creatures. Well, I fought these ones. Maybe go back to where those Mandalorian swoops were? Place his signal device and activate it.
You have interrupted our hunt, interloper. The inhabitants of this world could do little against us, but you appear to be a threat. Our training here will continue without your interference.
Alright, now we equip our weapons. This one. What is he hitting me with? He's stunned and I'm still missing him. You're the closest one to death. Of course he stunned me. I think that's it. Helmet, Ripper, armor, battle armor, okay. Assault rifle. That's it?
I'm here.
Oh, I still can't move.
I'm here.
Not sure what is causing the characters to not be able to move. What's annoying? This way, I think. Mandalorian hunters are dead. I killed them all. Yes. Yes, I see the trophy helmet from the one that gave orders. Their bodies will not last long in the Shadowlands. I'm glad. The taint of them. Their cowardice. The forest will consume it all. I hope this gives my hunting brethren peace. I hope it does. Goodbye. Wait. You have helped in avenging my fellows. I must acknowledge that, even though you are an outsider and not to be truly trusted. You have acted as a fellow Wookiee would have. Here, take this. Symbol of my hunting clan. You serve them, so you deserve it. When you look at it, remember that we reward respect, even from outsiders. Still can't move.
Yes.
Ignore that for now. What was that? Oh, just a rock. Okay. Never and everywhere in here. Can I go back to the Ebon Hawk? No. Ask it up this way. Also, okay, pretty close to being max light side. A lot easier to become full dark side in this. You, Sarah the Char, our spies say that the Mad Claw you are sent to kill is on his way to Rook Roro now. I should have you follow. You should have followed the will of Chundar. Now you face his wrath. All right. All right. Seriously, move. Attack. Come on. There we go, he's down. There we go. guys' bodies. Having seen Garukan operate the basket, you understand it well enough to use it yourself. Let's go. Begin the long descent to the upper boughs of Kashyyyk. Probably heal us, huh? This way. There's Chorl. Well, it seems you are more than I thought. Freyr has come back and told me of what you did for him. My fellow hunters split on what should be done. Some were loyal to Chundar alone. We had to fight. Freyr went to the throne room to challenge Chundar. I will take you to him now. You fight each other? Why? We follow the chieftain, whoever that is. If the position is in doubt, we each fight each other for the side we believe in. This must be decided quickly, or there'll be much bloodshed. Come, it is this way. Lead on, we should hurry. Yes, there is much to be decided. Only one can lead us. Must lead us. Come. Oh, that's just great. Everyone is here now. It's a reunion. Yes, son. By the blade of Baka's sword, I've come to end your treachery. No more will you sell your own people. You have Baka's blade? So what? I have the hilt. Held by each true chieftain in recent memory. Even you claimed it was all important. We both have our ancient trinkets. So who will the people follow now? You? You are old and weak. Shut up, both of you. This ends today. I will not see Rokoro suffer anymore. You tell him, Zelbar. I don't know what to do. Charlachar. Chundar has been telling me things. He makes sense. I think. I don't know. Do you have to fight? Talk it through. Could we work together? It would be difficult. Convince them. Avoid this needless slaughter. Then so be it. The fighting stops here. I will not have our world destroyed beneath. Perhaps there is hope. What say you, Chundar? What do I say? I still have Zerka's support. I say you will die. Attack! Light side points gained. Yay!
Now you get it.
We have done it. I am saddened that it came to this, but I couldn't let it continue. Zalbar, my son, I am truly sorry. You have suffered a great shame. I was blind. I have no excuse. I can forgive, Father. I have learned a lot over the years. What do you do now, Zalbar? Returning home has lifted a great weight from my mind. It has been painful as well. You have a place by my side, Zalbar. I would be honored if you would take it. I can't. Not yet. I'm just getting used to being free, and not just from the slavers. I have a life debt. Now that my life is truly my own again, honoring that agreement is all the more important. Listen to my son. His insight humbles me. Take that good judgment with you, and all the planets will come to revere Wookiee wisdom. I have a few questions about Kashyyyk, Freyr. Could they wait? I will answer what I can later, but we need to settle our current business. There is much that needs to be done. What will we do about the slavers? We will fight them. It will be difficult, but I swear they won't take another one of my people without bloodshed. I'll send the quick climbers to other villages, try and rally defense. We must guard against this from ever happening again. You will be the last outsider welcome here for a very long time. That is a change for the better, I think. I think it's time, Leslie. Perhaps before you go, Charlotte Char, I must see to your reward. You have done us a great service. Kashyyyk will remember you well past your lifetime. Because of you, I am reinstated as chieftain. We will return to the old ways, when honor and trust of kin were ruled above all else. I'm not sure there is a reward that accurately reflects the value that you have done. Our world has changed because of you. I have a request, Father. I thought about it a great deal. I would like Baka's sword. Solomar showed up as the credits now. I think that would be fitting, I think. Well, that is quite a request. I'm tempted to say no, but perhaps I should consider it an investment. Zalbar, do you understand what this will mean? It is the legacy of our people, held by chieftains, and future chieftains. I understand. I want this, Father. I will bring it back one day. I have no doubt. Let the two halves of the blade be made one. My son shall hold Baka's sword. Alright, let's remove Jolie. And then we're going to add Bastila. Remove him. Why put on Canderous? Okay, first we need to equip you. With the Mandalorian outfit. What? Can't put on the helmet? Oh well. Do demo that. Wish I could get rid of these feats. I realize I don't need them. Because he's a strength character. Look at that strength. 16 strength, 12 dex, he can't shoot for shit. I'm going to increase the strength even more now, actually. Bastila can level up. See, I wish that this wasn't a gun weapon attack. This one needs to be higher. Master Sense and Force Immunity Paralysis. Yeah, do that. Oh, I could level up too. Okay. Peace. Definitely want that one. Powers. Chundar's bowcaster. Lack clarity. Strength. There's more items in here, but I guess not. Oh, what does Bastila have?
Yes,
Okay, good.
Yeah?
I'm here.
See if there's a Wookiee that I want to talk to somewhere around here. Holder of Laws. Maybe that's what I want to go to. What does he want, outsider? You're not welcome here, no matter what anyone says. Recognize this boltcaster casing? The casing is mine. It bears my family runes and markings for each of the creatures I have killed.
I do not like where this is leading. I fear it can only end in sorrow.
Where did you get that, outsider? Did you have someone steal it? Have you sunk to petty theft now? I found that... I found it on Aurora's corpse. You killed him, didn't you? What? What are you talking about? I warn you, outsider. I won't tolerate your lies in my home. Can you explain this bowcaster? Why your bowcaster casing was found in his body? What is going on, Jirak? What are they talking about? I'm not doing that voice anymore with a Wookiee voice. It just hurts my throat. Nothing, outsider lies. Do not listen to them, War will. Roror was dealing with the slavers. I found his data pad. No! Don't say anything else. I can't let you. I killed Roror. Tell Waraznar. Holder of the laws. He will judge me. Please, say nothing to Warwill. I will let a child call me guilty. Let me be the monster, not Roror. Tell Roror... Of course, I had to sneeze while I'm talking Sheik language. Tell that guy. Jirak has been accused of killing Roror. He has offered no defense and awaits judgment for Waroznar, the holder of laws. What happens if I tell him? Save. I understand what's going on, but I don't listen to anything you have to say, outsider. You're trying to confuse me. Jarak will explain what he has said. I know he will. You don't know anything. I won't listen to you. Okay. You can't really tell anyone anything. So, to the holder of laws. Which is... yeah, this way. Greetings again, outsider. Please, if you have business here, make it brief. Do you know who owns this bolt casing? Let's see if the family insignia is there. Yes, there it is. This belongs to Jarak. How did you get it? Tell me something. What's the penalty for murder? They're dependent on circumstances. We rarely have such crimes here. Wookiee honor does not allow it. When we have had a murder, the punishment is usually death. There is rarely any justification that would dictate otherwise. Oh, well, I may do that. That's very distressing. It seems to suggest that Jarak helped in Roror's death. I can't ignore this. Wait here, outsider. I must address this. I will have Jarak brought here. I hope he can explain this. I really do. Jarak, you know why you have been summoned here. As a holder of the laws, I ask you to explain. I want to answer. I can't. War Aznar. Must Warwill be here? Warwill has a bond with Roror. He is the closest to family that can be found. He is entitled to be here. Drac, please speak. If you are guilty, it means death. This outsider will be given your possessions. You want that? Drac, won't you say anything in your own defense? I killed Roror. I accept whatever punishment is given. It's better if only my honor is tainted. You did it? Why, Roror? Roror is good and honorable. Why did you kill him? You only need to know that I did it. The reason is unimportant. War will. I'm sorry. Drac, I won't let you do this. Roror was dealing with slavers. What? What are you talking about? Liar! Please, don't tell them anything. Roror is admired. You need to believe in him. I'm old. I'm not important. Let Warwill and the others have their hero. That's what you want. I do. I will take the shame with me. The Roror in their memory is a far better one than the Roror I killed. Then let Jarek die. He murdered Roror. It's fact. And so he shall, Jarek. You will be taken from us and cast in shadow. Your hunt ends.
This isn't justice. It doesn't seem right. But what else could we do?
And though we abandon you, may Baka lead you to your shame, lead you through your shame. So it's either the choice of kill the old Wookiee or let Roror get tainted. Logan Outsider, I wish you had not seen us at our worst. A murder with no reason. It's unsettling. Is there anything going on? A few details to work out following Jarek's death. Nothing that need concern you. Goodbye then. Goodbye, Outsider. Goodbye. Darkside? I didn't want Darkside points for that. Okay, hold on. Let's reload that. I don't want Darkside points for that. So to fight for Jarek... No. Yeah, to fight for Jarek is the light side thing, I think. Light side path. You know, who owns the bolt casing? What's the penalty for murder? Found. Drax casing. Okay. You won't say anything in your own defense. Is there no alternative to death with punishment? If there were circumstances that led to the attack, perhaps we consider another punishment. It all depends on what was behind it. This is a failure of honor. It is very serious. Are there any mitigating factors that we need to be aware of? Drac, won't you say anything in your own defense? I killed him. Why did you do it? I only know that I did it. He was working with slavers. No, I will not let this happen. Explain yourself, Outsider. Got some information that will affect this trial. I must know it. Don't listen to these Outsider lies. Please, Warwill, don't listen. War dealt with slavers. The day Pat found his corpse proves it. No. But no. That's not. Can it be, Drac? It can't be. I'm sorry, Warwill. I didn't want you to know. There's so much against us. You need someone to look up to. I couldn't let him betray you. Betray anyone. Outsiders are enough of a threat by themselves. We don't need traitors of our own.
How sad. It feels like the right thing to do, but to destroy a hero.
Well, as holder of the laws, I declare Drac innocent. And I will see to your release. Well, I must say that you are the first outsider I've seen that I've been glad to know. You have surprised me. Perhaps some of you are capable of honor after all. You are deserving of your reward. I'm asking you if anything is happening now. Nothing that you can help with. Warwar's climb is causing a bit of a stir, but it will pass in time. Some of us will be disappointed at him, but we have other enemies to worry about. What reward? Didn't I explain? The person discovered the crime. You were also affected by it. He would have been given a portion of Drake's possessions, but he was innocent. The warrior, however, was not. He was wealthy. His family was taken by slavers, leaving him everything. You get 1/3 of this. War will receive the rest if he wishes. If he is still upset, but he is young, he will recover. Oh shit, I muted that. Goodbye. Alright then. I got some money. How many do I have now? 13,000? That's not a lot. Okay, what other quests do we have? In the Lorien and the debt, okay. So wherever this John is. Great Walkway, Warwill, Chieftain's Hall. Okay, we need to go to the Great Walkway. Yeah, this way. This way. Oh, Basil wants something. Basil seems to have something in her mind. Perhaps you should talk to her about it.
How can I help?
I'd like to know more about you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi, then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
So the Jedi separates children from their families?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
You aren't allowed to love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
You and your father were close?
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
The child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
You sound very sad when you say that.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Okay. More about Bastille. I'm going to take a really quick break to get me a drink. Back in just a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. We in this thing? Yes. Let's get out of here. I open you now.
Damn.
No. So dumb.
So, Bastila, I heard a rumor that the Vulkars captured you without much of a struggle. It must be embarrassing to be bested by a handful of street thugs.
There were extenuating circumstances, and I can assure you, it took far more than a handful of Vulkars to subdue me.
Okay, let's not get into this.
Whatever you say. All I know is that if we had more Jedi like Bastila fighting against us in the Mandalorian Wars, my side might not have lost.
Bold talk from a broken-down mercenary who is serving at Davik's heel. I'd call you his pet cat-hound, but they have enough loyalty not to turn on their masters.
Insults? Maybe if your master had trained your lightsaber to be as quick as your tongue, you could have escaped those Vulkars, you spoiled little Jedi princess.
I was not spoiled. I was given the same training as everyone else in the Order. You are nothing but No, I must not do this. There is no emotion. There is peace.
That's the problem with you Jedi. Always chanting about peace and control. Never up for a good fight. Well, except for Revan, I guess.
Enough, Mandalorian. I won't rise to your bait anymore. The game is over. Let us continue on with what we were doing.
Yeah, now you get me all turned around. And I'm stuck. U-turn. Test. Where's my voice? Where's my voice? There it is. Okay. Go. Forgive me for the intrusion, human. My name is Seni Vec. I believe you dropped this data pad and wish to return it to you. What is this, some kind of con game? No, this is no game. If you saw you drop this data pad, I wish to give it back to you. I'm sorry, there must be some mistake. There is no mistake, human. This data pad is yours, and yours alone. Please, take it. I didn't drop anything. I'm certain you did, human. Please take the data pad. It's yours, I'm sure. I don't want it. Are you certain, human? Please, take the data pad. No, it's not mine. I won't take it. Very well, human. I will keep the data pad and I will leave. Goodbye, human. That's not mine. I don't want the data pad. Item's lost. Wait, what? newfound courage of the Wookiees has put a premature end to whatever business Matt and Eli had about between them. What? Oh shit. I guess we're fighting the circus.
There, take that. The Force fights with me.
People in here to fight? Maybe I can take whatever's in here. I'll take that. I don't even think if I could check the bodies from before. Nope. Okay. Circle will never come back here. We'll make certain. This is why you don't make Wookiees your pets. Ah, there is butt remains. I knew it. Nice. Gonna rain tomorrow, I guess. Another company comes to Kashyyyk. They will find it impossible to do what Circuit did. Good. Alright, well, I guess we didn't get to save that guy from his debt. And we're pretty much done here at Kashyyyk now, so. Still, I'm gonna talk to her about the stowaway we've got on here.
How can I help?
Can you help me with my little stowaway problem?
I'm confident that you can deal with that on your own.
Of course not. I guess we're gonna go back to Tatooine. Tatooine. Corbon, Tatooine. Here we go. I probably should have saved before that. This is right here.
Mucho shakapaga. Mucho shakapaga.
Why are you hiding on my ship?
Selima wanga kunbi.
You the ship before, you were very scared. Why? Deal with Mandalorians here on this ship. You don't want to leave it and pocket your home. Why are you scared of the Mandalorians? It took you before and hurt you? Mandalorian ship wasn't home, you didn't like it. You have to go now, Sasha.
Bona.
Stay for now. Oh yeah, I want to fix some of these lightsabers. Mantle of the Force. What? Back up one. Range weapons. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just looking to see if I can find somewhere this kid to go. Also, oh wait, active quests. There we go. Okay. Where is this John at? I don't want to word if I may. There are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There's talk that you're sending you on a mission to help us against Malak and the Sith. I don't think the Council will want me to speak openly of this mission. Please understand that I am not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever the task the Council has given you for your ears, is not mine. I wanted to wish you well and warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What are you talking about? Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here at the Academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is Tarantatek, beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes you think this creature is so dangerous? Tarantatek is a predator. We Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong with a primal cunning. They have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe that Tarantatek is a monster bred by the ancient Sith and spread throughout the something. Fortunately, the Tarantatic is quite rare. Only they dwell in most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Yeah, well, I just killed one. Sounds like they're extinct. This is not the first time the Tarantatic have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe that they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malik's rise may have woken these creatures from the dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try and exterminate them. Great hunt, what's that? The Great Hunt was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. The Jedi were scattered through the galaxy, helping to rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know that they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered that the Tarantatic were behind the killings, and decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters. Though the cost proved high. What cost? Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected of harboring the Tarantatic. The Great Hunt did not rest until all the creatures had been slain, or almost all. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing more Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, although 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. I wish it wouldn't skip to the next text, because I have to read the text out loud. The work of killing the Tarantatic, you mean? Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Duran Keldroma, Goon, Han, Saresh, and Shelin Ur. These 3 shared a powerful bond, each of them was devoted to the light. The Council felt that together they would be able to defeat any Tarantatic they found. By supporting each other, they could resist the temptation of Korriban and the lure of the dark side. But none of the 3 survived. Their master felt them become one with the Force, and they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in search of their remains, so their exact fate is not known. But their deaths serve as a warning to you, Padawan. Thanks for the warning, I'll be careful. Final warning as you go, Padawan. Do not underestimate the Tarantatic. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. Well, I found one, I killed him. Now where's John? Sola. Nobody. Nobody. None of you guys are in here. None of you are John.
Master Jar tells me you have successfully completed the tests. And I even see you have constructed your own lightsaber. You should be proud of your accomplishment. But never forget that you still have much to learn. As your power grows, you will constantly face temptations to slip to the dark side. This is the eternal struggle of the Jedi.
Okay, cool. Where's John? John outside? Settler. John, there's John.
Have you found the Mandalorian raiders yet?
I fought and killed their leader.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
There's no need for a reward.
No, please take it.
This pitiful amount will never be enough for what you have done for me. Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the council of your great deed.
That's 8 points gained. Okay, good. Okay, I'm getting close to being maxed. Okay, so now... Butler... Jedi... Jedi... Knee... You're not helpful about the kid. Nope. Okay, I think we're gonna leave. I don't think anything we can do with the kids. Yeah, this is the way I want to go. Well, let's see. Do I want to go to Manon next? Tatooine. Tatooine's always a good place to go. Silver. I have a little Soviet problem, actually. Can't help you with that. Okay. Here. Honey, can you help?
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
You thought the dark side had consumed you. It is nothing.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Don't worry, Juhani, I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Okay, can you help me with the thing?
Assistance to you, Padawan.
I wonder if you can help me with our survey problem.
I do not know how to help you with that.
Damn it. That's not where I want to go.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Any advice on a little stowaway?
Oh, heck, I don't know.
Be the Mandalorian.
Yeah, what do you want?
Can you help me with our survey problem?
What? You think... Yeah, what do you want? Stimulants make a... Here's a stamina boosting there anything... Hey, don't worry. A real... There anything...
More for now. I guess she's just gonna have to be. I don't know what to do. For now. Alright, Tatooine it is. I'm skipping the cutscenes that I've seen before because I can't show them on stream for some reason. Like this one. Okay, we're in a cave. And the star map shows up. Now we're landing at Tatooine. Or at least we're flying into the sky box. Lots of sand everywhere, everyone. Looks like a spaceport, Tatooine, like most likely. Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace.
Another vision.
Oh, okay.
The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert.
Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but the howling emptiness of the Dune Sea. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alrighty then. Okay, so we're gonna do mission. And Zelp. I want to talk for Zelbar though. Ugh. She's arranged. Bring Juhani.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation.
Oh, these assholes again.
After some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What if I say no?
Zerka Corporation maintains this docking station at great expense. It is within our rights to refuse landing permission. And I warn you, we've had troublemakers before. The bay is lined with autoguns. Violence is not a survivable option.
Is there any way you could reconsider the fee?
I assure you that the fee is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world.
The money I'll save, I'll spend in your stores.
That does make sense. I suppose I could let it go this time. We need the business. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Give me some background on Tatooine.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Tell me about Zerka Corporation's operations here.
I can't really get into that.
Of course you can't.
It's a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it.
Come now, friend. Let me know the details.
It's common knowledge, so there's no harm in telling you. It's a tale of bad business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company.
So Zerka Corporation set up shop on a barren planet.
Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
What do you mean when you say the ore is peculiar?
Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it.
What other forms of business are being looked at here?
Pursuits that appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy, barren wastes that serve as fine swoop tracks. Attracting business has been slow, however.
What is known about the history of this planet?
Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals.
What about the city of Anchorhead? How old is it?
The site is quite old. From the look of it, it's been settled before. Zerka Corporation claimed it only a few decades ago.
What species was giving you trouble?
The Sand People. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animals than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate.
The other sentient races?
The Jawas are scavengers and a bit primitive. Hard to understand. They have an affinity for droids. Some of our scientists believe that they may not be native to the planet. But how they got here, they may not even know. As I said, they're hard to understand. They usually end up slaves to the Sand People. They aren't fighters. Good traders, though.
Have you had trouble with the Sand People?
Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it.
Tell me about... Wait. Where the person look for opportunity?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in Central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
Actually, I really need to get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Alright. They can level up. Well. Awareness, treat injury. Everyone has this dexterity high as a Jedi. They can't use lightsabers. Sure, throw the lightsaber that you can't actually attack with. Oh, mission. That's what leveled up. Okay. That's good, Dex. Okay, just open the pouch. Who dat? Turn it, you Gunda Fasa. Customers are talking. That's better. Hello, customer. Buy from McTennis Tuna Juice and save your credits. Yes, save, because you never know when situations turn all around. Look at Circa. We hear, well, things are not well on Apos Kashik. We're sure you know. What shall we have for sale? 9,000 for his carbine. Brand. Cloth and sensory. Life support pack. Only 1 credit for that. Might as well buy it. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Yes, here it is. It looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What shipment? Or what are you talking about? It's documentation too, isn't it? Yes, it is. And that's where I have it. And that's what I have here on this requisition form. Everything seems to be in order. The Giska, your problem now. Excuse me, did you say Giska? It's right here on the manifest that you ordered a crate of Giska. Be delivered to document 32. That's right here. All I need is a thumbprint for the... Wait a second. Where did he go? Nothing is ever organized around here. At any rate, Giska are yours. One of the loaders said the crate split open once you put it in your hold. Some of the critters might have gotten loose. That happens, I'm afraid. You'd accept liability. We certainly couldn't take the cargo back. No way. Well, it looks like I gotta go back on the ship and deal with this problem. I'll deal with it later.
I still haven't heard a final figure on how many people died on Terrace.
Ronto. Here, we're on the special edition. Another company loses everything on Tatooine, and people must love this.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left.
Indeed, I'm Shara Lachar. I'll help if I can.
Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
What is a raid plate and where do you get it?
It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back.
Let's talk about what to do with this plate.
Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits.
I can't buy it, but I could take it and sell it for you.
I don't know. How could I be sure you would come back? Are you sure you can't buy it? Please.
Perhaps I will buy it from you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits.
I'll pay you what you want here.
Thank you. I hope it is enough. You've been a great help. I appreciate it. My children will too.
Wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
This is how we Jedi should always act. With honor. For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You've saved us.
Yay, we were nice.
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick.
That's what asking questions.
Of course. I always have time for a pretty face. Any face, really. What do you need?
What can you tell me about Tatooine and Anchorhead?
Well, it's a hole in the galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Anchorhead has been resettled a few times.
Why have previous settlements failed?
Well, Tatooine fools people. It looks like it might have a good supply of resources, but it doesn't. Before a company learns this, they've already set up communities to support operations they now can't afford. Company pulls out, cities dry up, and after a few years, someone that doesn't know why it failed tries again.
The corporation isn't doing well here?
No one is. I guess it looked like a promising mining planet, but the metal, I tell you, it just isn't right. I've been a mechanic my whole life. I've never seen anything corrode as fast as Tatooine metal. It's why whoever was here before left, and why Zerka will leave, and why whoever comes next will leave.
Grab your job on who you work for.
I repair the sand crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks.
What attacks do you mean?
The sand people attack them pretty regularly. Zerka Corporation is getting pretty sick of it, I hear. They've offered bounties on sand people for a while now. A few hunters take them up on it. Too dangerous.
When did the sandcrawlers head out?
Oh, the big crawlers head out at dawn. That's so they avoid the bigger predators. The raid, I mean, doesn't help avoid the sand people, though. They attack pretty regular, no matter what Zerka Corporation tries.
Where can I learn about these bounties?
Try at the Zerka offices, right here. They'd know.
That's all I need. Goodbye.
All right, then. Back to work, I guess.
Okay. You'll be hearing about this Uzurka puppet. I'm not gonna let this drop. You can't murder a whole village. Don't tell me to take my concerns to your corporate kiosk. I know what I'm not wanted. What's going on here? Who are you? I'm not talking in this office. They aren't interested in listening to me, and yet they'll even acknowledge I was here. Typical corporate evasion. That's what happens when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother bringing it up. Yogi.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
Asking about hunting licenses.
As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
Why would I need a license anyway?
We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license.
There's nobody to get a license?
Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
Well, I pay for the gaffy sticks, not their heads.
Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good.
I don't want to do this.
Then you are free to leave the city just like everyone else. Zerka Corporation will welcome your eventual change of mind. Please, feel free to enjoy the door behind you.
Okay, what a bitch. Seems tense and wary in your presence. Perhaps you could make her feel more welcome to talking with her.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Are you doing alright?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Why? What's wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about Kotra, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think perhaps that in your company I will be able to free myself from it.
I cannot afford to keep looking after you all the time, Juhani.
I do not come here begging for scraps from you. I will earn my way with you. You will see just how valuable I am.
Oh, damn. Okay. Not happy with that. Okay then. Rita Holda. Yes, what is it? It's about mining or sand people. You go to Zerka's officers. I just manage the storehouse. That's about bounties. Not my fair. You want to hunt for Zerka Corporation? Talk to protocol officer. Anything out of the ordinary happening? Is that a coy way of referring to terrorists going down? I don't want my views on that. What are your opinions about terrorists? You know what? At least assisting to make things happen. How old is the Republic? 15,000 years? Stagnant. Every year ships get a little faster, droids get a little smarter, get a little fatter. That's about it for progress. I suspect I'd do just as much front labor under them as I do now. They'll at least shake things up. Even if it means the deaths of innocents? Nobody's innocent once their mother has left the room. That's just my view. What about local events? I don't care about them. I stay in Zerka Corp compound. We could be in a pleasure world for all I care or know. Okay, bye. Leave a word of the corporation said in there. It's always a peaceful solution to conflict. You're just lazy. You mean, what are you talking about? Zerka miners have been affected by sand people, so the company's Zerka Corporation wants them killed. They didn't ask you to do it? And people aren't animals. I've watched them. They're intelligent. There must be a peaceful way to stop the attacks. I know it. No one will try, of course. You can't even leave the city without Zerka approval, and they want the sand people dead. Intelligent or not, the sand people have killed people. Yes, they have. The Zerka Corporation deployed numerous giant sand crawlers to tear up the desert with ion shovels and whatever else. What would you have done to the sand people? Must have seemed like an invasion. There are no negotiations or for territorial resources. I don't think the killing has been justified. But as a conservationist, I'm hoping at least someone tries to talk this out. What would you suggest then? Communication. We could just speak to them, but they don't talk. At least not in any language that an average translator can understand. For the Jedi here a few years ago couldn't seem to get through to them. I think they ended in blood too. I'm saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe someone with a translation droid, not these old protocol scrap keeps walking around. Who would have a capable droid? They are pretty rare, even on well-stocked worlds, but I'm sure I heard something about unusual droid on shop here in the Tatooine. I'm sure I heard Yukalaka say they could speak a Sand people dialect. They say Russ, whatever. That droid, you can maybe talk to them. I wouldn't survive, maybe with desert robes to disguise someone could get into their enclave. Where would that enclave be you mentioned? What? Secret where they are. The attacks get worse the further southwest of the Dune Sea you go. People die on both sides. Where would you get robes to match theirs? Suppose you could take them off the warrior raiders in the Dune Sea. There's no way I'd survive anything like that. Plus, you'd have to explain why you'd kill their warriors if you were trying to make peace. But I suppose there's no other way. Maybe I'll look into it. Sure. That's what Zerka Corporation keeps saying, but then they start shooting again. I won't stop until they're all dead. Or until Zerka leave. This is the one as likely as the other. I can't focus on what they're saying sometimes. There's gotta be a setting or something. Oh. Okay. No, I don't want small fonts. Auto pause. Can't stop them from talking. Skipping to the next talk scene, I guess. Scavenger everyone, but Giants of Sand will never trade fair.
How may I be?
We're going to talk some more.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What are you thinking about?
I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We Cathar do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Tatooine, I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
Tell me about your people.
In truth, I have lived in the Republic too long, and I know little. I never met any others of my race other than my parents. But we are not diplomats. We do not deal well with groups. This situation is new to me. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you.
We are all in this together.
Yes, and that is my point. I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I am used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
Oh no, she sounds like she's doing better now. Duca Rill. What do you want? Here for money? I pay the hut what I owe as soon as the circuit back on his feet. No, wait, you don't look like a collector. You're just some kid. Come on, I don't have time for you. A few things I wanted to ask. Spare a moment? If I say no, you'll probably hound me to death. Fine, what do you want? Ask about you and racing. Not much useful you'll get out of me. Yukarilla's on the way down. I can't match the young riders. Is this the best place for racing? I better hope so. Well, that's not for me. If I can't get some decent times going, I may as well not leave. I wish I could use the destruction of Terrace as an excuse, but I doubt I would ever have made it back there. Why have racers come here? Old guys like me can't make it on the good tracks. The new racers come here to try to knock us down even further. I'm still trying to have one last good run, but it just isn't happening. How long have you been at this? Too many years. I've raced on almost every track, and all I've got to show for is an aging bike. No good memories? That seems a waste. Got a few trophies stashed. They don't pay the bills. Yep. I should have quit after the Coruscant Classic. What can you tell me about the other racers? Bunch of babies, all of them. Well, except for Zorus. She's got the goods like I never had. Good for her, I guess. I have to say something good about the new racers. It would be that Niku kid. He's got a future. Go back to my first questions. I suppose. Make it quit. I'm looking for something. Who knows this planet best? I don't know. Go ask some locals. I want to know as little about this Dust Bowl as possible. Alright, bye. Yeah, good riddance. Look, it's Jabba the Hutt. Mod of the Hutt. Who are you? Ah, nobody. What do you want, huh? Handouts? Go dig a mine, fool. I'm looking for information. Can you help? Not interested in helping. Only interested in racing. I get enough beggars through here looking for money. Let's have a look at you. Just a human. Nothing really special. You race? Maybe you want to swoop? I raced on Terrace. I won the season opener there. Ha! You and 12 other liars. Planet blows up. Rest records are lost. Now everyone's a champion. Except I was actually the one who did do that.
Nobody here can compare with the racers you rode against on Terrace. You'll wipe every record from the books this backwater track.
Okay. Enough of the funny stuff. You think you're a racer? You'll be one. You have your own bike? I have my bike stored on my ship. You got a bike? Then you can race. I don't care about experience, as long as you can get on the track. And if you crash and burn, that's your problem. I just need warm bodies to pad the roster between the pros. There is a matter of a small track maintenance fee, 100 credits. Why not drop the fee? No racers mean no crowds. Well, I suppose you're right, but I'm not dropping the whole amount. 50 credits, that's it. I'll pay the 50 credits. Good. That shows you mean business. Now you can use the track for recreational runs, or I can give you an official race right away. Ask me when you want to start. There's some business I need your help with. If you're serious about promoting racing. What sort of business do you need help with? I make money off assigning good racers. Good ones, not great ones. I just want them young and stupid. I've got one. Nikos Senvi. Great potential. Only started racing a year ago and loves it. He lives for it now. What I want is simple. I want Nico to sign a contract with me. I want you to convince him. I'll pay well. Why won't he sign? The deal basically says that I fund his bike in repairs. In return, I take a hefty cut of his winnings. Well, that doesn't sound like a good deal.
That isn't fair. On Terrace, you had to give a cut to the Swoop Gang sponsoring you, but at least the rider got the higher share of the winnings.
He knows it's harsh, but he can't afford to go pro on his own, and he doesn't want to give up racing. I've got him where I want him. I just need you to give him a little push in the right direction, or a big shove. I think you should give him a better deal. You're not going to pull that typical swoop jockey attitude, are you? This is business, and I know what's best. What do you care whether I make money off the kid or not? He wants to race and you'll get paid. We all win. Treat him fairly or I'll start rumors your races are rigged. You wouldn't. That would be bad. Very bad. Even rumors like that could keep me out of the pro circuit. Alright, I'll give him a better deal and make it back in the long run, I guess. You, of course, are not getting paid. I trust this is the last I will have to hear about this matter. Was there anything else? We'll talk about the rewards for racing. I set up a quick 3-tier system so people know where they stand. I pay for the first time to reach each tier. Explain what the different tiers are. Tier 1 is strictly amateurs. Might get a good race out of them now and then, but they aren't going anywhere. Reach tier 2, and you show promise. You're still fodder for the pros, but you're pretty good. Tier 3, only one of my local guys is in that range. Nico. Good chance to go pro, if he knows what's good for him. What does each tier pay? Tier 1 is 10 racing bonds. Tier 2 I pay 30 racing bonds. Tier 3 I give 80 racing bonds. You'll agree the amount is fair. I pay each level only once. I'm not here to support you. I only pay to encourage constant improvement. So you can't just make money at it. What are racing bonds? Racing bonds are monetary notes I issue so vendors know who my friends are. Any merchant will buy them. Each bond is worth 60 credits, give or take. Depends on the merchant. I'll be back later. Alright, don't make me regret giving you track access. I need racers that race. Oh, well, I wanted to race. Swoop racing. Send me with a race. Certainly, we just need to clear out the positioning fee. 100 credits? I already paid a maintenance fee. I'm investing my writers. I also need to see profit now. You'll see with my logic, don't you? Oh, fine. Here's 100 credits. Fine, fine. We'll have your bike brought to the starting position. Let's see what level race we should give you. You'll go against Garam Total's time. In the first year. Here's a local boy that does the sport. 23 seconds, 90. Smooth Racing fans, the official race is about to commence. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't win, but... What do you call that then? Winners draw the cloud, not lazy times like that. There we go. You've passed the first tier in Vern 10 Racing Bonds. Not a bad showing for a beginner. You beat Garen's time easily. Take this, with my thanks. We'll see if we can do any better in Tier 2. I'll be back later. Alright, but don't make me regret giving you tracks access. Alright, we did some super racing. Well, that's real pod racing. Alright. Oh shit, Dark Jedi.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward.
I've killed a bunch of you already, but okay. Well, I'm into that, but okay.
Your wish? Now then.
Yeah?
Yeah, let me loot your bodies of your lightsabers. Double-bladed lightsaber. Yellow crystal. Dark Jedi. Night robe. Data pad. The data pad have on it. Data pad contains the detailed descriptions of you and Vasila. It also has a brief message. Vasila has escaped Taris. Whoever can find and dispose of her and her Jedi companion will be greatly rewarded by Malak himself. Okay. Go ahead and heal up.
Your wish?
What?
I'm here.
Make sure that, no bodies. So make sure I looted all the bodies, that's all. Okay. Jawa. Going back the way I came. Clerk office, hunting lodge. No, doesn't do. Cantina. Oh, he wants to talk to me more. Okay.
How may I be
Whenever we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
What is the Cathar homeworld like?
It was not the homeworld of the Cathar that I lived on. My parents had long fled from that place, and perhaps that is a story for another time. Rather, it was a human hive world that I was raised on, the hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice.
Look at that body in the background.
The Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be.
This child was really happy to see me.
And maybe a little enamored.
Enamored?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Tatooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it. I'm not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Right. I was just excited to see anything, I guess. Oh wait, where's the cantina? Right here, okay. Not the cantina? Nope. This is. A lot of blaster shots outside. No music, sorry guys. Gandalf. Not to be accused as Ganondorf.
Well, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. I saw you down near the track, didn't I? Or was that someone else? I've been distracted by what happened on Taris.
How that mod is, yes. Can I ask you a question or two?
Sure, not a problem. Might as well try to pass along some of what I know. My racing days are pretty much done.
I want to ask about you and racing.
Ah, something I know. Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandalf is the name.
Is this the best place for racing?
The best place to race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and he'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Taris. Yeah. Always look forward to going back. No, I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in the winner's circle lately, but I still race for sport, you know?
What made Terrace any different than here?
I don't want to get into that, miss. Let's just say that there was always someone trackside rooting for me. That doesn't matter now. You can't ask for more certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, gone.
How long did you race?
Oh, well, past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. Not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young.
Why do you think that?
It's a cutthroat business. I've seen some of them burn out after a year. They get dangerous and don't live long. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit, but dying while you're on top is still dying. I'll pass.
What can you tell me about the other racers?
I don't really talk to any of them. I know Zara's from the circuit, and we couldn't ask for a tougher lady. She's smart, too. I don't know the younger guys, but I've been watching Nico. Good to see someone doing it for the love of the race.
Back to my first questions?
All right, then.
Look for something. Who does this planet best?
Ask me again in a few years, and it'll be me. I'm probably not going back out on the circuit. But for now, I don't know any more than the next guy. You should try the locals. Chow is maybe a funny little guy.
All right, bye.
Keep safe. Yep. Seems like tough times are coming.
Yo. There is a person over there. Furco Nellis.
Well, fresh face for the game.
Oh no, I don't like Bazak. Nope.
My name is Furco Nellis. My vice is Bazak.
Bye.
All right, but remember that there isn't much fun on Tatooine that isn't life-threatening. Come back if you like a game.
A very small cantina. Better here than people with people of sand. Trapped out here, can't do anything. Wonder which planet is next. They'll turn to me. Okay. That's pointless coming in here. Leave, please. Thank you. Well, trying to get something more done here. Before I take this game off my list and for another couple months. Easy's! Easy's! You there, of your kind, can you help Easy's of Jawa? There are troubles from the ghosts among the sands. What is it you want, Jawa? No, wait. Could you be clear? I'm having trouble understanding you. Trouble is yours, not of Jawa. You use the language of trade because you listen complicated to what we say simply. Why wouldn't I understand your true language? Is that a problem for Jawa to have for you? You have the ears that do not listen. What is it you want? Easy as I am, leader of the tribe that is mine. You are the same in kind, a leader that stands before your tribe. There are troubles that we have. The giants made of sand. They are horned ghosts that take us away. Giants made of sand. Sand people? That is how you know them. Giants are different for us, we being smaller. People of sand are who I mean. So, Aziz, what is it you want me to do? There has been no help given by asking the great group that digs those machines. I ask that you find us, bring us away from the sand people. We will offer a trade with you. Long have we scavenged, among you and those that came before. We have things that you will like for the service. Tell me about those that came before. You stand on Anchorhead, place named and named again. You come to dig, but it was already dug. Settled over and over. Also long ago, ships fell after battles above. Now we scavenge and find the pieces. You dig the ore and dirt. In time from now, we will dig you, just like those digging that came before. I'll check it out when I leave the city. Izzy's hope you'll have the luck you need. Okay.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization.
Why would I need authorization?
Zerka Corporation does not want the complications or expense that come with people wandering the dunes. It's too dangerous. Running this installation is difficult enough without fools wandering around getting themselves killed by sand people.
It's my risk. Why not just let me pass?
You know, I agree with you, but Zerka Corporation just doesn't want the headache. Besides, I couldn't let you pass if I wanted to. The gate lock needs to be swiped with your authorization. Sorry.
Why do I need authorization?
Zerka Corporation does not want the complications or expense that come with people wandering the dunes. It's too dangerous. Running this installation is difficult enough without fools wandering around getting themselves killed by sand people. You know, besides...
Okay, well, I guess I'll just go.
See the
It doesn't help. What is this place? Droid shop. This is where I find my best friend. When I'm playing an evil character anyway. Yes, it is! What is this? Customer? I don't recognize? Perhaps you bring off-world money to Yukalaka. What do you have available in your shop? You're lucky to come at this time. I have one droid ready to go. I just took possession of it, an HK-47. Ah! Fine protocol translator. I think it's been modified. It claims to understand the Saiyan people dialect. It also has some armor mounts. Combat ready, perhaps? Let me ask a few questions about HK-47. Of course. Just let me say that every function I've tested has performed perfectly. Those that I could find, anyway. You don't seem to know much about it. The unit has been a little uncooperative. They get that way when they go too long without a memory wipe. You can leave it alone if you find his mannerisms amusing. Might be a little eccentric, but it's stable. Why haven't you wiped his memory? I would have, but I can't seem to access any inner circuits. Definitely built for security and built to last. At any rate, it claims it doesn't have access to its own memory core anyway. Could be telling the truth. It's hard to say. I'm interested. Let's talk price. Well, normally I give a discount because I hear you are a sweep racer like my brother, but times are hard right now. It's a very solid machine, in good shape. I can't let it go for less than 5,000 credits. Can I convince you to lower the price a bit? 4,000, not a credit less. Wow, that was fast. That was quick. Desperate to sell it? No, not really, but the first figure was really high. You never know. The occasional person bites it right away. Perhaps I can convince you to go lower? Lower? How lower expect me to go? These are difficult times. The debt the droid covered was a large one. Come now. Think of the advertising you'll get from me. That might be worth something, but you're still cheating me. Alright, 3,000 credits it is. Alright, 3,000. You will? I mean, of course you will. Let me just withdraw those credits. Hey, you weren't lying. Well, thank you very much. Let's go on over there and talk to it. I'll deactivate the restraining bolt when you take possession. Good purchase, especially if it actually speaks Sand people dialect like I said. Of course, I don't think it was in telling me everything. Let me enjoy the program to lie, though. Look for something called a star map, something exotic. Mostly in swoop parts and droid maintenance. Maybe I heard a Jawa Martin something about old things. But I could have misheard. They cover very large areas when they scavenge, but they aren't doing much right now. Did Jawas bring you the HK-47? No, they keep assembled or working units to sell themselves. They don't have them often. No place to store them. Okay, bye. Good luck. Alright.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Kill something for me?
Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master.
Walk with it. Travel with me now.
Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Alright, so I'm going to replace him with... or replace mission with him. Yeah. Destroy does not respond. It obviously needs extensive repairs. For all you know, it could have been lying out in the desert for years. Alright, we have a droid. Who unfortunately has a high strength. That does no good. I mean, his dexterity isn't bad, but you could swap the strength and dexterity around, that'd be even better. Let's auto level him up. Might be able to modify him with the save modification thing. Alright, we gotta go get... agree to do the sand people thing, even though we're not gonna actually kill them. At least I'm not. I'm being good. Oh, my eyes are watering. Oops, that's not the way I want to go.
Hello again. I hear you've made an impression down at the swoop track. Zerka Corporation wholly supports local events. Not financially, you understand. Now, was this about bounties or something else?
Alright, give me the hunting
That said,
license.
we are no longer selling.
What was he wanting me to do for a
The
license?
sand people are. It's as if they're. If you agree to do.
Alright, I'll do it.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
I'll get to it then.
Very good. Zerka Corporation looks forward to your future business.
Alright, we're leaving. Bye. Got her stupid little thing. Now let's get the hell out of here. Whoops. The king is dead, long live the king. Oh, sorry. Only live people can hear that, not the stream, not the VOD.
No one leaves Anchorhead with...
I have proper authorization.
Well, let's see it. Come on.
Here's my hunting license.
All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Alright. We're outside. Hello?
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you know him, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift.
What if he has a message for you?
Oh, I'll be long gone soon enough. The next shuttle to anywhere, really. I've had it with cleaning up his messes, repairing his droids. If he lives, he can try and get by on his own. I doubt he'll last long with no one to listen to his lies.
You sound like you're planning to kill him.
Oh, I'm through planning. I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart.
What are you talking about?
Just a little something to remember me by. Something that symbolizes our years together. Something that will blow up in his face. Of course, he'll never understand how appropriate it is. He can't talk his way out of this one. He's not smart enough.
Why do you think I would know him?
Don't play dumb. You're just another of his playthings down at the hunting club. I know your type through and through. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did.
I have to go.
I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
Okay. Circa marker post. I think you can't allowed to go any further than this. The vast expansive desert stretches before you with no markers or any indication of life. It would be a death trap. You go out that way. Okay. Read that again. It's a death trap for anyone wandering aimlessly. You don't give me enough time to read that out loud. I can read it. It's not out loud. What's that? That's something. Refuse pile. Small group of sand people ambush you. Also, I forgot to equip HK-47 with something good. Blaster pistol. To 8. What? Why am I alone?
I'm here. What is it?
Master?
Yes?
Master?
Yeah, you guys aren't even close to helping me fight this stuff, so...
Droid efficiency at its best. Droid efficiency at its best.
What?
Nope, nothing. Okay, what's in the refuse pile? Okay. Another group of sand people ambushing. All right. Honey, you suck. Nothing on their bodies? Damn. Are these enemies that I can fight? Looks like it. These are the raids, okay. There we go. Now they're dead. Desert Raid Skull Plate. Okay, move? No, can't move. I hate this. If I'm going to save, I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream here. See you guys next week. More Star Wars stuff, just not this game. Unless you guys really want me to. Hit me up on my Discord if you want to see me play something else. You can always access my Discord. This on this site here. It's also in the bio and all that stuff. So next week, my plan is to tackle my backlog and go after the Star Wars Jedi Survivor that I didn't finish. Yeah. I will see. Oops, I need to close the game. I will see you guys next week. Or possibly later if I do some Night Rain with Venice. We'll see.